This episode is brought to you by
Leisure Comfort. At Leisure Comfort Heat and Air, we provide friendly heating and air conditioning repairs done right. We repair all major brands and give reliable options to get your system working properly. In the unfortunate event that your new equipment is necessary, we can make the installation seamless and easy. We install all major brands, and with free estimates and flexible financing options, upgrading your HVAC system has never been easier. Whether you're looking for HVAC system repair, seasonal maintenance, new equipment, or general construction needs, our trained technicians will get you on the best path to enjoying a comfortable home environment.
J&M Trailer Sales and Service. J&M Trailer Sales and Service has a huge selection of trailers, trailer repair, and prices so low, it's stupid. Also, if you don't want to commit to buying a trailer or a piece of equipment, they rent it out as well. Trailers, car haulers, skid steers, and excavators. J&M Trailer Sales, located at 2510 South 2nd Avenue, Paragould, Arkansas. Welcome once again to the big circle, to the big table.
You keep saying that.
That you're invited to. You're invited to our big table.
Oh my God.
We hope that you want to come sit at our table. If you don't, that's okay. Still give us a 5-star review. And if you get something good out of this, hey, make sure to share it.
And still nobody's bought us a circle table.
We're waiting.
You think somebody would feel bad for us right now?
I mean, it's a long rectangle table that holds 1.5 persons. So,
What did you just say?
I don't know. It's kind of like
Purses?
Purses.
I'm not sure that's
No, it's
Purses.
not. Purses. It holds 1.5 purses.
It must be that hat on your head. Hey, what? What are you doing?
Hair and tire rules. That's it. That's all I need to say.
Hey, this guy told me he couldn't wear a hat. Oh, by the way, we're talking about having fun, right?
Hooray.
This guy told me he couldn't wear a hat because he looked like a dork in a hat. And I'm like, no,
He said,
way,
keep it
bro,
on.
Keep it on. But I looked over there and I was losing it because he looks like a dork in a hat.
And he wanted to keep it on the whole podcast.
Put it back on.
In February. Never.
Where did you get that?
I don't know. Probably
What
some.
Disney show did you see that on?
Probably that's so Raven or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's hilarious. All right, so back to our
Having fun. Wearing a hat. Hooray. Let's put another one on, dork.
Oh, that's funny. You know, hey, it's funny. Sarah told me one time, she was like, I can't wear a hat. I look so bad in a hat. And I'm like, no way. Hey, we need to get a picture if we get time in editing and send a picture of her. It's awful.
Put it
It's
on the
worse
screen?
than you.
Can you find one? No,
I can.
it can't
It
be.
is. It really
No,
is.
that's awful.
It's pretty bad.
Sorry, Sarah.
She doesn't look good in the hat.
It's okay, Sarah. We're going to work through this problem together.
It's a head shape issue, I guess.
Yeah, I got a weird shaped head, man.
And what-
just go ahead and comment on that,
Yeah.
too, while you're at it. I just figured that'd be your opportunity. Shoot on in there, bud. Oh, I said bud.
Oh, that's all right. We've been practicing trying not to say bud.
Yeah, how disrespectful that is.
What are we talking about?
Having fun.
Oh, okay.
Wearing hats that make you look like dorks and not encouraging your brother to take it off when you look like a dork.
I did.
After I threw it.
Okay.
Well, that's your fair.
Well, I wanted everybody else to see it. It was pretty rough.
And drinking black coffee that still sucks.
Oh, my
It still don't
goodness.
cost me $38. Hallelujah.
That is correct. Saving that money. We hope everybody had a great Christmas. Got everything you wanted. Did you get everything you wanted?
Absolutely. I got a beautiful wife. I got a beautiful 2 bonus kiddos. Man, life is good. I got a beautiful mom. I got a beautiful family. Right. I got a beautiful church family. I just got beautiful people all around me. Heck yeah, I got everything I wanted.
You know what's so funny is I didn't hear anything about gifts. The truth is life ain't got a whole lot to do with gifts. It's about the people that surround you. It's awesome to have good people around you.
Yeah.
But back to having fun. So,
Forget the people. Let's just get back to having fun.
no, it was time to move on. That's called a segue. What a dork.
Well, let me put on the hat. Hold on 1 second.
I think it's already like shrunk your brain or something. You can't. You're
Give me a mirror.
No. So anyway, back to what we were back to kind of the topic is this. You talk about having fun, and I think being a pastor, a lot of times people forget that when you have people come into the church, you have people come into your circle, your ecosystem. They've spent a whole life of doing whatever the world told them you got to do to have fun.
Yeah.
You know, So they don't really know how to have authentic, just my grandma used to say, clean fun. And I remember one day we were on the phone, and literally you're like in desperation mode. I mean, we're not having fun in this conversation.
Me and you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're
well,
like,
there's been a few
Pastor,
of those.
what do you do for fun? You're
I was
really
freaking out.
You're really asking, what do you do for fun? And I said,
Not
man,
drink black coffee.
yeah. I said, man, you got to go places. You got to do things. You got to be around people you care about. All those things. And I can't tell you how many times I said, hey, let's go here. Let's go there. And,
I don't want to spend the money.
yeah. Or whatever other excuse you came up with.
I had a few.
On that particular day.
Yeah.
But one day we caught you in a weak moment. And you said, man, I just want to have fun. And me and Sarah were like, okay, hey, we're going to see a game in Minnesota, and you can go with us. And Meg was like, seizing the moment. Ivy, say yes. As soon as you say yes, we had credit card numbers flying in 2 seconds, right?
I don't even think I sent you my credit card. I think my wife got it out of my wallet and sent it to you. I think that's what happened.
She was like, we got to seize the moment right now. But, I mean, just going on a trip, going to goof around, have a good time, good, clean fun.
Yeah.
Just going to enjoy each other's company. I mean, that's what it's all about.
That's right.
So I guess my question to you is, tell me, I'm thinking back to you serving at a dinner. I'm thinking about some things that you've done, and I remember you leaving thinking, man, I had a good day, I had fun.
Yeah.
Talk to me about clean fun and some things that you've done that you've enjoyed in this new journey of sobriety, being who God called you to be.
Yeah, you'd be really surprised what you redefine as fun. You think serving would just suck because we're selfish by nature. You think that, man, I can go play me a video game. Hey, man, I try it all the time. It's still just not fulfilling. Serving, whether it be at the church or outside the church, just helping people, man. Just being able, and not just the help, but the fellowship of the serving, getting to know people.
Right.
Like, for example, I'm going to be careful when I say, I was talking to a man the other day, was doing some business, and I realized how for so long that I talked a lot. Can you imagine that? Me talking a lot? Could you imagine? Well, anyways, I was talking to this gentleman, trying to give him some advice about some things, but he kept talking over me and over me and over me. And I thought to myself, God, I really sounded like that at one time. If we just stop to listen, we get to know people. We get to build that relationship with them. It's fun.
Yeah,
it's fun to really know because everybody has a story.
Yeah.
Like in our description, we say local pastor Derek Followell and ex-con turned businessman Ivy Heron.
Right.
Everybody's got a story. That's what's so cool. You get to hear everybody's story when you go out and serve and meet these people.
Right.
And realize.
I mean, when you call me, I change the pic on the phone whenever you call me. It's you standing in the sanctuary of the church, actively listening to someone.
Yeah.
Like you're not talking.
Hooray.
You're just actively listening.
Yeah.
And I see your face where you're actively listening to somebody. And every time that picture comes up when you call or text, it makes me smile. Yeah. Because I'm like, that was a good day. Yeah. Now, you learned that you were calling the person by the wrong name.
Absolutely. I probably do that multiple times, and I try to do better.
Right? So then you're trying to, hey, how do you learn names? How do you do these things?
Hey, bud.
Yeah. So you're learning to you know what? I want to know people because people are fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
People are fun. Community is fun.
Yeah.
Active church participation.
Yeah.
Serving. Yeah. It's fun. I mean, it's about the journey.
Yeah.
It's such a great time.
Man, the journey is what makes it so cool. The hardships is what makes it so cool.
Yeah.
The getting through the hardships, making it out on the other side. But when you have people around you pushing you through to make sure that you make it to the other side and that you got this, that they believe in you because you built those relationships, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I had somebody text me the other day. They said, I just drove by the old church, which was a white shed next to Seductions. Not the greatest place to open a church, but we survived it. But anyway, right. I had somebody text me the other day and said, I passed the old white shed. I miss those days. I long for those days.
Yeah.
And it made me realize that, that was a lot of work and it was crazy.
Yeah.
But she had a lot of fun there. She enjoyed that time of her life, and now she's at a different season, and she's missing that time that she literally had fun.
It's that season she'll never forget, though.
Right. So let's talk about this. So just recently, we got through the holidays, all those things happening, and I try to create an environment which saints, people, young people, anyone can be genuinely honest with me, and me not view them differently or treat them differently. Or be nervous or worried about their future.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I feel like when you look at you look at Christ, he authentically knows everything about us.
Yeah.
You can say I'm happy. He knows whether you're really happy.
Yeah.
Or not. I mean, he knows that.
Oh, for a long time, I'd just walk around with a smile, but I was covering up so much pain.
Right. So, I mean, it's just like I want people to be real, genuine, authentic with me, have the ability to be able to do that. Well, you call me, we're going through the holidays, and you're like, man, I just want to be honest with you. You're like, we had the opportunity to go to some Christmas parties and things like that, but man, it's just a bunch of stuff I don't want to participate in, and I just don't want to put myself in that environment, because that's not fun to you anymore.
Yeah.
You're redefining what it is.
Yeah.
How does it feel to make that decision? Because I've been there. It's been a while.
Yeah.
But I've been there. How does it feel to make that decision? How do you feel today?
Yeah. Well, let me tell you this. A lot of times when I remove myself from those situations, it's not just because it's not fun to me anymore. Let's get real and with the audience too. It is still, there are still temptations there.
Sure.
I just know that I can't be there.
Yeah.
I know what I've built. I can lose it all with one bad decision.
Right.
That one bad decision is never worth what I built in the last 3 years. And it's not what I've built.
Right.
It's what my family has built.
Right.
And that's all of us together.
Right.
I will never risk that.
Absolutely.
That.
Don't it feel good to be able to say that?
Absolutely.
And really mean it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I mean, you've never said that authentically to me ever.
Yeah.
I've seen it in your eyes. It's like I'm not going back.
Yeah.
That's the history.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be who I'm supposed to be, a better version of myself, a happier version of myself, a more fun version of myself.
Yeah. I had a moment today, and I don't want to get into details, but I had a moment today that really brought out peace in me. And that peace it made me realize a couple of things. That past, man, it's over with.
Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah.
I just want that now to be a stepping stone to my future.
Right.
And it's not the future that I want, because if it's anything that I want, my genuine wants, it's not really any good for me.
Right.
But what I want is friends, family, and fellowship.
Yeah.
I don't want to risk that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to risk it.
And isn't it easier to laugh when the rearview mirror in the past is the past?
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
I think, for some months, I feel like I spent a good portion of my time just telling you, hey, forget that.
Months? About a year and a half.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, but
Sure,
that's a lot of
give me a
months.
little credit, yeah.
Saying, hey, just
Send me the bill later.
forget that. Forget that. Move on. Focus on the moment. Live in the moment. I think it's easier to have fun and live in the moment.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. At holidays, my mother, she always wants to play charades.
Yeah.
Put a little something in the bucket, monkey, giraffe, whatever. My mom gets the biggest kick out of that.
Yeah.
She thinks it's the greatest thing. I've never, ever play charades on my own. I never suggest playing charades because I don't care to play charades. But my mother loves it.
Yeah.
And it makes her happy, and it makes her laugh. And I think part of having fun is participating in what's in somebody else's fun.
Yeah. Somebody else's joy brings you great joy.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It was like watching at that pajama party we had not too long ago, watching my mom have so much fun.
Right.
Man, what kind of joy that was to bring to me.
Right. And there's just something unselfish about enjoying what someone else is enjoying.
Absolutely.
It just makes you feel better. It makes you feel happier.
Yeah.
It makes you feel more fulfilled when you're doing those things.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit, as we're talking about having fun, let's talk about just in your day-to-day life. We are in such pursuit in our world to be entertained, I guess, for the lack of better words. We always want to be entertained. Everybody's, boy, if I could just get off work, just have fun, blah, 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 blah. Learning to have fun throughout the day.
Yeah.
Like just in your normal day. Tell me how you spend time laughing, things that.
If I could suggest anything to anybody watching this, throughout your job, you may hate your job, you may dislike it, you might have things you just don't agree with.
Right.
There's always opportunities in there to have fun. Man, I don't necessarily like every bit of my job because there's some things that come up that I have to make decisions that aren't fun. But in the meantime, the interaction with people, just the small things in that's fun. Right. It's like what we talked about, just getting to know people. Not taking things so seriously, like because we talked about, not everything's permanent. Things go on. There's just so many different things throughout my day. I wake up, we go to the gym 3 to 4 times a week. Yes. We're working on 5.
We've been getting better.
We have been getting better.
Monday leg day has helped.
Waking up, and I've been doing this here lately. I say the same thing you say every single day. I feel great. Mm-hmm. I feel fine. I feel this way all the time. Telling myself that it's going to be a good workout and it's going to be a good way to start the day.
Absolutely.
After that, sometimes I fall short. Going home, reading my devotionals, reading my Bible, just the necessities in order to have a productive day, because sometimes we forget those little things mean everything.
Right. And I feel like, truthfully, you can't have fun without a clear mind.
Yeah.
Man, many. Yes.
That's a big one.
And if you think about it, everything else promotes to have fun. Your mind needs to be unclear.
Yes.
Foggy. That's how I have fun. I forget about all my issues, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
The great thing is having fun while you have your issues.
Yeah. Now that's joy. Now that's peace.
Yeah, that's just something. That's something different.
Yeah.
And being able to lean on people, and they have an expectation of you. There's a fellow pastor that I had confided in some month or so ago, and he looked at me and said, "Hey, is everything okay?" And we're just going through building projects, and just it feels like I'm a rubber band. Holidays, and I seen somebody sent me a meme the other day and said trying to fit December, family, faith, everything into the same. It was like a guy with a couch trying to stick it in a little Honda Civic. That's really what it's like. Yeah. I mean, there's so much to do. Yeah. It's crazy.
And your transmission breaking down on the Honda Civic.
Yeah, right. No kidding. So anyway, but thank goodness.
Yeah, it's all fixable.
Yeah, there's nothing we can't survive. But, just the truth about just having fun in the normal day, it's beautiful. Yeah. And just getting to know people, just getting to interact with them, I always enjoy that.
Yeah.
I think it's fun getting to know someone.
Yeah.
Sharp Custom Hauling. They serve all of Northeast Arkansas and haul a variety of materials: chat, gravel, fill, sand, dirt, and more. Need your land cleared? Parking lot, building pad, dirt work, driveways, and bush hogging. We offer free estimates and competitive pricing, and financing is available as well. Sharp Custom Hauling. We can get her done. Quality Voices is hiring now for daytime and nighttime shifts. They are a faith-based company that works on behalf of political endeavors and nonprofit organizations. You can fill out an application at 5510 Southwest Drive, Suite 4. They have great management, great family atmosphere, and a great environment. Quality Voices in Jonesboro, Arkansas.
It is. And realizing, too, that storms are going to come in your life no matter who you are, what you're doing, what your position is, what your job is, no matter what you have. Storms are going to come in your life. Mm-hmm. Learning how to handle them properly, learning how to move forward, and learning to have joy in those times, knowing that he's going to walk right through the fire with you. He didn't say he's going to take you right out of the fire.
Right.
He's going to walk with you. So having joy in that, that's fun. That's fun to me to know that I can conquer this.
Right.
I can get through this. Because at one time in my life, I was stuck in pity. Poor, pitiful me.
Right.
Knowing that I can overcome this. I can walk through this. Right. I can do this.
So I'll share how it felt from my perspective. So, and you talk about weathering the storm. I had to weather the storm with you as you were going through that kind of poor, pitiful me stage.
Yeah.
Okay, so here I am. We've got a guy that's inherited a successful business.
Yeah.
He's in a position where, I mean, the sky's the limit on what you can accomplish in a business standpoint. Yeah. Bigger, better, greater. I mean, anything is possible. And you've literally been blessed.
Yeah.
Your dad, God rest his soul, put you in a good situation. Your mother has helped in that fight to help stand you back up and do the things that need to be done. And you fought through it, even though there was darts coming from everywhere. Just keep your mind focused on getting the right thing and that healing that's ahead and still coming. Yeah. Right. But I'm here on the other end of the phone, listening to you whine about how difficult things are.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking,
how terrible, how pitiful. You know, I mean, really, and realistic. When you look at it realistically, that was sad that it was like that. That my mind really went there when God has blessed me with what He had and an opportunity to grow it into something so much more.
Yeah.
And I think what we fail to realize sometimes is when you got when there's a high calling on everybody's life, but when you got something that's right in front of you, it's going to take extra effort. It's going to take extra stress, but it's going to be worth it.
Right.
So learning that's okay. Yeah. I needed those growing pains. Yeah. I needed to figure that out.
And I think it was important for me to listen and not like bust your chops. Just listen. Yeah. Listen to you cry in your Cheerios about how things were difficult.
And then I told you to bust my chops.
Yeah. And then we got to that place where you begin to kind of wake up. Yeah. And I began to say, look at this, Ivy. Look at this, Ivy. Look at this, Ivy. And I watched as that frown changed.
To something real.
Man, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, seeing that smile on your face, not worried about I'm going to get that phone call. I didn't worry, but not anticipating I get that phone call in 2 days where you're breaking down again.
Yeah.
You know, it's like those phone calls have they've lessened.
Yeah.
You know, and it's almost like I don't feel like they're happening as much.
Yeah.
And I, you know, we're introducing some things, but that's been your battle with mental health.
Yeah.
To try to go pursue happiness and pursue fun. Let's talk a little bit about that battle.
Yeah. Well, if you want to know the one thing that's holding you back right now from achieving what you want to achieve, because you tell me the Bible verse for it, but a man without a vision.
Without a vision, people perish. And a double-minded man is unstable in all of his ways.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. And we all have that ingrained, what our vision, what God's vision is for our lives. Right. And taking that and realizing that your past doesn't have to have a hold on you anymore. Letting me actually truly come to the fact that that's over with. Yeah. That's done, and that's a drop in the bucket. I'm going to move forward from that. And I know I say move forward so much because I think it's so crucial for people to know that your past is not who you are today.
Right.
You need to finally let that go and let the shame and guilt fall off. It does take time.
Yeah.
You told me it took you 10 years.
Yeah.
It will take time.
Right.
But continuing to go through those motions of letting it go.
I think sometimes we get in a place in our life where we want to get where we're going and rest.
Yeah, absolutely.
But in our life, we're either moving forward or we're moving backward.
We're staying stagnant.
Yeah, there's just no. We say let's just stay stagnant.
Yeah.
But even that don't happen because in that stagnation you're going to go backwards.
Yeah.
You have to keep pursuing.
Well, it's kind of like this. I had a crazy day, I guess mentally you could say, just crazy, wild, going everywhere, which way today. It was an awesome day. So many blessings happened today.
Right.
I thought to myself, man, I'm so excited about this podcast. But I thought in the back of my head, first thought was, man, we got to do a podcast tonight. Well, what kind of blessing would I have missed out on if we wouldn't have done this just because I let that one little temporary emotion dictate that.
Yeah.
Man, that would have been such a waste.
And
Such
as
a
soon
waste.
as you walked in, I mean, we
I was
just
a stressed wreck.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just all over the place.
and before we even started recording, we were just all laughing, cutting up, having a good time, you know, and it just that quick we just flipped the switch.
Yeah.
You know, because it's just like, forget all that stuff. It don't matter. All the time you hear me, I'm like, hey, it's going to be all right.
Yeah.
It's going to work out.
Yeah.
And so many times we get so stressed, you know, and it's so funny, you know, at the first of this, the first episode, we're eating green beans and laughing
Awful.
and saying stuff that had to be edited.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
And that's okay. You know, we're there. And now we're here, and it's kind of the tone has changed, and it's got a little bit more serious. And I think the truth of that is being that we do have to keep our minds clear.
Yes.
In order to continue to have fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we can't have fun when they're not.
Yeah.
You know, don't take yourself so seriously.
Yeah.
Man, sometimes I see people get mad about stuff, and I'm just like, I just want to shake them.
Yeah.
Go look.
Yeah, what's wrong?
Look what?
How long did you want to do that to me for? Quite a while. I mean,
I'm just like, why are
yeah.
we upset?
Yeah.
It's not that big a deal.
That's right.
And you have the power to help change somebody's mindset,
Yeah.
situation. I'll never forget this. And Sister Holly told me the other day that she's used this since. But we had went into a Waffle House one day, and it was packed.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody was in there. There was one lady cooking, one lady waiting on tables, and the cook was just upset. Like, she was upset. And, I mean, I could see the stress and the anguish on her. Like, I mean, can you imagine if I threw you on a grill and said, here, cook for 60 people?
I'm out. I try, but I'm out.
That's what she was facing with everybody wanting their food and you know, all this stuff's going on. And I literally, this is what I did. I get up, I walk back on the grill. I tell the lady, hey, all these 60 people see everybody else in here. You're doing the best you can.
Yeah.
Calm down. Don't stress. We'll get our eggs when we get our eggs.
That's right.
And I gave her a hug. Yeah. And I said, I've been to Waffle House 1,000,000 times. I already know pulled bacon, scattered, covered, chunked. I'll do whatever I can to help. I know how to make coffee.
Yeah.
So I'm over there and I'm pouring people coffee. I watch as her whole attitude changes.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, what she hated to do,
Yeah.
she was having fun.
Flip of a switch.
Just like that. And it was just letting someone recognize that demeanor that you have. I mean, you can change it. So the other day, Holly said she had went to Cracker Barrel with a bunch of ladies from the church. She said, I stole your little whatever you did.
Yeah.
She said, I'm up and I'm getting coffee, filling water. You know, I'm helping other customers that aren't even with us. The manager comes out and just like, hey, thank you. I'm sorry you had to do that.
Yeah.
That it's fun.
Yeah.
You know, and just learning to help people through that struggle.
Yeah.
But what do we do too many times? We see somebody breaking down, we're like, get away from them.
Yeah. We look at them and we point.
Yeah.
Human nature almost. Like, hey, you know, but we can actually be the help.
Yes. So I guess our challenge needs to be for our listeners is catch somebody in that breakdown.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go help them.
Yeah.
Go help them be better.
Watch it change the whole atmosphere. And that's something too that they'll never forget. They'll remember that you can change it with just a flip of a switch. With that one person that was kind, that encouraged you.
Yeah.
You can change your whole perspective. You change your whole perspective.
Yeah.
You change your whole life.
I used to hear, you know, I'd get. I was on I worked in a sales area for a long time.
I'd have never guessed.
I'd hear people say stuff like, "You're the change," you know, and all this stuff, and I'm just like, like anybody else, I'm like, you know, roll my eyes.
Yeah.
But here I am, you know, all these years later, and it's just really like, you are the change.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why I didn't see it so long ago.
Yeah.
I'm thankful that somebody that had the patience with me enough to let me see it now.
Yeah, people will feed off what you bring to the table. People will feed off that. Confidence is attractive.
Yeah.
You've told me this many times. Confidence is attractive. Yeah. It will attract what you bring in, what you take out. When people see when you truly care,
yeah,
that confidence, man, it means everything.
Yeah.
That confidence in yourself too. So
I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as we are enjoying it.
We're having a blast.
We're just literally just putting it out on this table. And
This big table.
that still we don't have a circle table, but
We'll take donations.
yes, we're still just we're just trying to be real, authentic, transparent, genuine, and we hope you see that in listening to the podcast. That's who we are, and that's who we want to be. We're becoming better. You're getting better. He's getting better. We're all getting better. And it's not just this podcast. The big circle is not everything that's going to make you better. You are the change, and you got to put that effort in to be the change and everything that we are called and desire really to be.
So, guys, thank you for joining the Big Circle. Hey, if you got something out of this, you like it, share it. Give us a 5-star review. If you got a 4-star review, just throw that in the garbage. Don't worry about it. But come join us at the table, this huge table. We're excited to have you next time. Welcome to the Big Circle.
I'm Derek Followell.
And I'm Ivy Heron Jr.
Peace.
Sharp Farms. Sharp Farms is family-owned and locally grown beef. From our pasture to your table, we heard you need beef. We have what you're looking for, whole, half, or a quarter cow. If that's more than you need, let us help you build a custom meat box that fits your budget. Call or email us for more information at sharpfarms2022@gmail.com or call Miss B at 870-219-3497. Sunroom. The house can get crowded, and if you need somewhere for family or friends to stay during the holidays, the Sunroom is a pet-friendly rental in Paragould with a top-rated Airbnb Superhost rating. Beautiful scenery, overlooking a nice pond, peaceful, relaxing, much better than a hotel.